If I'm early, everything goes fine. If I'm even running 1 minute late, then everything decides to go to shit. Facebook decided it was going to lock me out of a bunch of my devices like at 6:58. So that's what I've been trying to get going, because I'd be screwed if it locked me out right after I went live. Like, I wouldn't be able to talk to Bree, and I wouldn't be able to change the password because I'm filming on my main phone. Okay, we're back, but oh man, I lost all the viewers. Dude, that sucks. That must have just immediately gone down. Well, I will check and see what's going on with that in 1 second. After I say hello to, yeah, let me pull it up and just make sure it's actually live. And then I will say hello to everybody and thank Anchorage. Okay, BodyCam stream. Well, it looks okay. We've got a few more people back in it now. Oh, shit. I wonder if there's been a bunch of activity out here so far tonight, and that's why there's people. Okay. Who was first in here today? Bree with great thumbnail, and then So Tired with ooh. Yeah, it's kind of a gross thumbnail, but it was pretty, I had fun making it. I was So Tired. Epstein was next in, and then Tarly, K-Girl, and Urban Prole. Hello, guys. Hello, Kathy Lynn. Hey, Noel. Hey, Dirty Hippie. Anchorage, thank you for the $1.49 with the slipping on a banana peel. Lisa Lindley, Judy Cook, Bat Guano. Hello, guys. Hey, try clearing your cache. Hey, have another taco. Hiawatha, hello. Man, we've got a lot of different people in chat today. Tim, hey. Brandy C. Catherine, it's good to see you guys. I think that's, oh, and Big Spider Mike. Hey, Big Spider Mike. That's quite a group for a Thursday evening in here already. If you guys enjoyed the thumbnail I did, you guys should hit the thumbs up button. Show me you guys liked it. Hey, what's up, Richard?
How's it going?
Good.
Yeah, they're gonna have a whole bunch of people that hate cops down here tomorrow.
Tomorrow night?
Yeah.
I haven't found any flyers or anything on that. Where'd you hear about that?
It's on Instagram.
On Instagram? I don't have Instagram. Well, anything to bring people out. That's what I say.
Nathan, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What do you think would happen if a whole ton of people came down and started chopping the plywood door down?
They'd probably come out for sure. Yeah, they'd be upset.
You think if they had a mini buzz saw?
A mini buzz saw?
Would that really make them mad?
Oh yeah, they'd come out, they'd throw a fit.
Would they come out storming?
Yeah. Yeah, that would get a pretty good response.
It's hard to tell how many of them are back there.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't see a lot of people, so I don't know how many people are in the building these days.
If there's an event, they'll have more of them, right?
Yeah, usually on the weekends during events, that kind of stuff.
We might actually see the bicycle cops tomorrow night.
Yeah, maybe. We haven't seen that, you know, if they come down, it means there's a good number of people down here. I don't have access to my Discord while I'm live right now. My phone logged me out of pretty much everything, and I tried to get into as much as I could before I went on the air, but Discord's one of the ones I'm locked out of.
It seemed like last fall there were cops here every Friday and Saturday night.
Oh yeah, last fall. I mean, the cops were here most nights last fall. Friday and Saturday night they'd be here for sure, and you'd have like the
chuds.
Yeah, yep. Well, and just a lot of protesters back then. You know, we'd have hundreds and hundreds every weekend, and you know, a lot of people during the week too. A lot of weeknights there were cops down here too. I'd love to get back to that point again. Kathy Lynn, thank you for the 100.
Nathan, I wonder how many cops they have on those battle wagons.
I want to say like maybe 8 on each side, so like 16 cops maybe. I think it can depend on how many they want to squeeze on. Maybe they could fit 10 on each side. That would be a really tight fit, but then you'd have 20 cops on each one.
They have to have a driver, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you could probably fit 2, a driver and at least one guy in the passenger seat too.
Now, when they have cops like that, then it's a series of serious protests.
Yeah, we've done our jobs if they show up. Oh, hey Mel. Bus was the 35R. Yeah, from pretty much from October to February, we drew big crowds every single night. Okay, I saw something about something being in my Discord, but I didn't catch beyond that. And I tried to sign into Discord real quick, and I was locked out. "22 schools bombed in Iran." That is so horrible. China's been more powerful than the US for a while now. I mean, it depends on how you define power, but economically they're bigger. They probably have a better military at this point. Let me go through and say hi to all the BodyCam people. Epstein was first into BodyCam. The more you weigh, the harder you are to kidnap. Stay safe, eat cake, he says. Then Mindy, of course, our lovely mod. Catherine, So Tired's in there too. Looks like Mindy, So Tired, and Catherine are the main ones hanging out in there. Cthulhu's in there. Good to see you guys. Oh, Brandy. Hello, everyone. So Mindy is like head mod in the BodyCam chat. If other mods want to go in there and mod, can you guys just try and make sure you're on the same page with Mindy? She's molded it into something I really like, and she has a really, really good sense of kind of what I want to let slide in there and what I want to crack down on. And I just want to make sure if other people go in there and mod, they're like on the same page with her and have the same, the same ideas and standards, because I'm really, really happy with what's going on in there and kind of the feel of it right now. And I don't want to lose that feel. So if you want to go in and like help Mindy out and mod in there, just make sure you're on the same page with her, I guess.
Nathan?
Yeah.
Nathan, if they had a big anti-war march, doing, when all the ships are there, would that make all the sailors pretty upset, seeing all the anti-war protesters?
During Rose Festival, it would make some of them upset. I don't know that it would make all of them upset. Some of them might be into it. It just depends. I mean, like, because what is it? It's mainly, like, we have a lot of Coast Guards. We have some Canadian military guys that come in with the Rose Festival ships.
Yeah.
And then we have the Navy guys. The Navy guys would probably be pretty upset.
Nathan, that's the problem with a lot of the goofy liberals that organize. They don't want to do an event, when the ships are here.
Yeah, they think it's too controversial.
Yeah, they want to do that when these events are not going on.
It would be interesting if we had one when the ships were here, that's for sure. Rose Festival is kind of Portland's biggest festival of the year, and we have a whole bunch of ships that come up the Columbia and up the Willamette. Different Coast Guard ships, I think a few Navy ships, and usually some Canadian ships. So that's why Richard was saying, like, if the Navy ships are in port and we have a big anti-war protest, would the Navy guys get super upset? Probably. You're just jealous, Chris. This is a beautiful city with beautiful people. Someone who says that is probably someone who's obviously never been here.
Well, Nathan, what I'm trying to say, a lot of the mainstream goofy liberal events that organize that, they don't want to do that. They want try to keep everything goody.
They don't want to offend anyone.
Yeah.
I think that might be changing a little bit, but maybe I'm just hopeful. I hope that changes. Okay, we just put the Bluetooth mic on. I gotta get it mounted somewhere. And that somewhere's gonna be here for now. No, that's not a good place. Hold on, I'm probably making really horrible wrestling noises right now. I apologize. Okay, I think I got it in a good spot. Let me know if the primary stream still sounds okay, or if it sounds better or worse. I could always disconnect it if it sounds worse. Beautiful city. What about all the vandalism? The vandalism of this one building and the entire city. This one specific building I'm filming is vandalized. If you go around the rest of the city, there's very little vandalism. I would suggest you go check out some of my bike videos. I go through some of the nicer and some of the worst parts of town, and you can look for yourself. I mean, I'm not going to say Portland's completely graffiti free, but it's got fairly, fairly little graffiti compared to most cities its size, I'd say. We definitely don't have a graffiti problem in Portland. This one specific building is graffitied to high hell, but that's because there's been a protest outside of it for years. I'm saying go look for yourself, Yumi. Go check out my other videos and see how much graffiti you see. The view on the body cam's wonky. Thank you, Dirty Hippie. Like low resolution or low resolution. Okay. Hold on, body cam stream. Damn. You are on the hotspot I was going to put you on. Give me 1 second. I'm going to see if I can put you on the other hotspot. Dude, what the fuck happened to the other hotspot? God damn it. What's going on here? Seriously, what happened to the other hotspot? I need to make sure the other hotspot didn't fall out of my bag. I was having trouble with it while I was setting up, and sure enough. Fuck. What the hell is wrong with me? Well, I'm glad no one walked away with it. Yeah, I kept pulling it out because it wouldn't connect. Hopefully next month I can afford to get the right hotspot. This one's just straight garbage. Connected. Okay. Hopefully that fixes the second stream. I won't be able to check till I get back here. But we'll see. Okay, let's see how the other stream looks. Still not great. Okay. Let me get you guys set up while I try and figure out the BodyCam stream. I may just have to ditch the BodyCam stream till I can. Just trying to get this to. Just trying to get. There we go. Okay, that's my next fix to try and fix BodyCam stream. Let's see if that helps. Okay, that looks like that helped. Let me just make sure it didn't help because it put you onto the wrong hotspot again. It likes to switch on its own. Nope, it's on the right hotspot and it's looking good. We should be good for a minute. Okay, thank you for the heads up, Dirty Hippie. If it goes bad again, if someone can let me know in the main chat, that would be very much appreciated. Public safety and crime, property crime, and specifically car theft and vandalism remains a high concern, residents say in 2026 visitor insights. And is that unique to Portland, or is that probably common around most cities this size? And is that any different than, you know, how it was a year or two ago? I mean, Portland went through some rough times a few years ago. We tried decriminalizing most drugs, and that did not work well. And at the same time, we cut police funding dramatically, and that was a really bad combination, and that didn't work well. And the city, in my opinion, definitely went into decline during that time period. But drugs were recriminalized, the police budgets were increased, and things are a whole lot better now, I think. I think Portland still has an issue where its downtown is underutilized. It's beautiful downtown. It's just kind of things went downhill. People quit using the downtown area and they fixed it back up, but people haven't really started utilizing it like it could be. I think that's the main issue with downtown, is just we don't have enough people down there. I was gonna do a thing where, and I couldn't figure out, I want to make it, enough money that it's worth me writing somewhere kind of far away for a stream, but not so much money that it's like actually prohibited off. I think that would be a really fair way to, show the state of the city, is let other people decide where I ride. And then, I ride out to that, that specific address or that specific area, and we go check it out for a little bit. Are we back live again on the BodyCam stream? It looks like it, and it looks like it looks okay if I'm getting a live image. I think we're back good. I'm not on the hotspot I want to be, but let me restart the other hotspot and see if we can get it back. It might have just overheated already. Might be time for me to... No, it's not that warm. I'll just restart it and see if that helps. If anyone knows where I can get, or anyone that might be willing to sell or part with a Netgear Nighthawk M6 Pro, I am in the market for one, and I would pay a fair price. Next month, if I can't find one used, I'll probably bite the bullet. They're like 180 maybe refurbished on Amazon. That would probably be the best choice. Hold on, sorry guys. I'm gonna see. I just got back into my Amazon account. Let me see how much one of these costs. Oh, yuck, the price has gone up. $229. And I'm just gonna have to find one of those used somewhere. There's one for $125, but it's in Vancouver. I can go to Vancouver. It's for sure an M6 Pro and not an M6. Is it on Facebook Marketplace, Mala? Or is it somewhere else? It's, for $125, I'd probably go buy it tomorrow. Man, I don't see it on there. Mala, can you send me a link to that to my email at info@pretendmedia.live? Because I would pick that up. It's not showing up when I search on Facebook. Netgear M6 Pro is a portable router. Oh, you're saying that? Yeah, that's just what I searched for, and it's not showing up for me. I've got a regular for $350 and M7 Pro for $250. Yeah, for $150 I'd probably grab it. Which is crazy because that's not much more than what I paid for this one on Amazon, but the prices have gone up like everything else. The Northwest is extremely white compared to the rest of the country. Maybe with the exception of Los Angeles. Oh, Craigslist. Okay. Where are you getting that from, Yuki? I believe Portlanders are leaving because of rising housing costs. That would really surprise me if people are leaving for public safety concerns and a decline in urban livability, unless you're looking from something from years ago. But if you're looking at something from 2025 or 2026, that would really surprise me, Yumi. And I would also be really surprised if Portland's population is actually declining. I don't think people are generally moving out of Portland quicker than they're moving in. Okay, so Portland proper has declined a tiny bit, but Portland Metro is still growing. Oh, the Oregonian published an article where they interviewed a bunch of Republicans in the suburbs about why they don't like Portland. So they're interviewing a minority of people that don't even live in Portland, like that. I mean, I've met a lot of people from Gresham, Beaverton, and Vancouver that think Portland's unsafe because of what it was like, 4 or 5 years ago, and haven't actually been into the city recently to see it's changed. I am really surprised that it's raining right now. Plywood on windows scares folks from small towns. Again, you're not going to see plywood on windows outside of this one building, which, you know, it's a shame that I'm here filming this one building day in and day out compared to the rest of the city. But I mean, we could go for a walk right now and I'd show you there's no plywood on other windows, even in this neighborhood, you know. I mean, this one building is a massive, massive exception to what Portland is as a whole. This is just probably the most filmed building in Portland this last year, you know. I don't ever remember hanging flower baskets in this neighborhood, but maybe I just wasn't around at that time. I mean, this neighborhood's very new. Spray painting is illegal in Portland, and if you leave graffiti on your building for, I want to say, longer than 3 business days or 5 business days, something like that, the city will start fining you, which is why we have so little graffiti in Portland compared to kind of towns of a similar size. Metro's really strict on it. The ICE building just kind of refuses to follow any of those, you know, city laws or city codes. I wonder if they get fined and just don't pay the fines, or if they are paying city fines for the graffiti and just choose to pay them and not paint over. The city's population is decreasing at a annual rate of 0.69%, so like 0.5%. And that's probably just Portland proper, not Portland Metro, I'm guessing. I would guess the biggest driver of population decline is just gentrification and housing costs. Portland proper is so expensive now. It's an incredibly expensive city to live in, just housing-wise. And they just keep building more and more high-income housing and less and less low-income housing. It's a really big problem. I mean, so this building right in front of us is low-income housing, but if I had to guess how much those apartments up there cost, they probably aren't cheap. A couple of thousand a month, 5,000-6,000 a month maybe. And that's primarily what this neighborhood is just high-rise housing like that. Very, very, very expensive high-rise housing. And then there's, I mean, really just like 2 or 3 low-income buildings right on this corner and within a block of it. Everything else is very expensive in this neighborhood. You know, they built the low-income housing near the industrial stuff and the, you know, right on the edge of the industrial stuff and the ICE complex, because this is, you know, the least desirable little section of this neighborhood. You know, when I moved into my apartment, I think it was $650 a month, and every year it goes up by the legal allowed rate, and I think it's $1,400 a month now. So from $650 up to $1,450 in maybe like 10 years. It will probably keep going up because it's a desirable city. You know, when the population starts to decline, the rents will probably start to decline. But as long as people are still clamoring to move into Portland, the rents will go up because we're not building affordable housing fast enough. That's one of the biggest problems with Portland. Hey, Joy. The population's been declining by a rounding error for a couple of years, Yumi. What about the homeless, Yumi? Portland used to have a pretty big problem with homeless kind of in the urban areas. I don't want to say problem. There was a pretty big homeless population right in downtown Portland, but that's, you know, pretty much gone. I've ridden through all the areas, you know, that used to have really high homeless populations, and they're simply not there anymore, even in the evenings. I just rode through there a week ago, last Thursday, or was it the Thursday before? I rode through Old Town and Chinatown after dark in one of my videos, and we saw 1 or 2 tents on the sidewalk, but not like how it used to be. Burrito?
Burritos!
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome. But, like, it seems like the chuds have stopped coming around as much.
Oh yeah, even on weekends, they're hardly ever here, you know?
I wonder what it is.
So I think what it is Tommy wasn't allowed within 3 blocks, and he was kind of, you know, they were
The
all...
core holding it together?
Yeah, he was the core, and once he had to go, kind of everyone else just wandered off with him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
The glue holding it together. I don't know. So did you see that his car got messed up?
I did, yeah.
I feel like a clogged tailpipe is perfectly in character.
So yeah, he wasn't allowed within 3 blocks, so he declared victory and left. Like,
I mean, he's only following dear leader. That's fair.
yeah. It's just so ridiculous, but
he's by definition a ridiculous human.
yeah.
They make their own reality.
Exactly.
First time.
I must continue about my appointment rounds.
Thank you again. Got a burrito pocket warmer. Oh no, I can't put it in that pocket because I'm trying to keep my hot spots cool by sticking them in my pocket outside of my backpack. T-Rex looks like he died. That's a bizarre comment. Looks faded at best. He has to replace those pretty often. That one looks pretty fresh to me. He used to have to replace them every couple of weeks because they'd get covered in tear gas. Oh joy, Matt's here. Sometimes I look forward to seeing what his next comment's going to be in 5 minutes, you know? He does come up with good ones every once in a while. I agree with Dirty Hippie that drug abuse shouldn't be a crime, but Portland also found out pretty quickly that you can't just decriminalize it without some kind of really good plan around it, some kind of help, something to compel people into rehab, or, you know, if not rehab, getting some kind of help. There needs to be, I guess there needs to be support and resources around it. You can't just decriminalize it and wipe your hands of it and walk away. That doesn't work. It would be fall into winter. I mean, yeah, we just desperately need healthcare reform in this country. The way it works now is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, that's true. You can't force people into rehab, but you have to have resources available. And, you know, having some way to motivate or encourage people to take that first step is a good thing. It's a, you know, it's a very, very tricky situation, and there's very, you know, very few places doing it right. Is Anchorage as a prison still in here? He worked at a handful of like zero barrier to entry homeless shelters, and he has a lot of interesting stuff to say. Yeah, don't get hit, Taco.
If you could come over and say hello.
Hello, hello.
Do you have a few people come tonight?
That person is walking down the street with an e-bike battery and a reflective vest. I wonder if their battery died on their e-bike and they're like walking home to charge it, or...
Maybe.
They didn't come from that... Wait, what? They just set down the e-bike battery. Oh, or there's a Bike Town bike. She must be servicing it.
Oh.
I wonder if it ran out of battery and someone just ditched it in the road.
Oh, that's possibly the case.
So she's putting a new battery in it. Oh, I'm interested. I want to try out one of those Bike Town electric bikes and see.
You don't happen to have sand, do you?
Sand?
Yes.
No.
I ordered my shelter. I needed to order a sun shelter. Needed to.
Okay.
Because covering up the way I have been, I've been suffocating and it's not even hot yet.
Yeah.
So I needed to get it. But
So-
that was $110 on top of everything else I
Is it like just a pop-up?
It's not. Well, it is, but it isn't. It's a cross between that and a tent.
Okay.
So it's made out of more tent materials, but it does use, tent poles, which is why the sandbags are needed.
Does it have walls that come down on the side then?
It has two walls that are screen, but you can let down a solid wall over it.
Okay.
And then it's got a back wall you can let down, and it's open on the front.
Oh, coming out. He doesn't have a plate. What does...
Oh, back.
Have a back plate? No, he just has like car dealership tags.
Okay, so he's running illegally
Yep.
because.
And he just went over the curb.
So he might have killed somebody.
I wonder if those guys like drive a few blocks away and put on plates, or if they just always drive without plates everywhere.
I mean, if they get pulled over, what are they going to do? Just flash a badge and go, I'm a Fed.
I mean,
Business.
I not infrequently see cars in my neighborhood with no license plates, so you probably could get away with driving around Portland with no plates for quite some time before you got in any trouble for it.
You be getting a lot of boat captains in your neighborhood. Tom warned me I might want to stay home tomorrow if I don't want to be associated with hating cops.
So
A little late for that. It
what?
was posted a few days ago in your Discord. It's
Yeah,
there, in the
so
protest section.
is it like, do you think it's going to be like a big event or just a couple of people?
I think it's going to be more than we've had out here on a Friday in a while.
Interesting.
That's my wild ass guess anyway.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about covering that. I mean, I definitely don't support that, but I don't know, man. That's a pretty intense stance to have. The 35R. One guy nervously waving. There was one guy that kind of nervously waved back.
I never assume they're going to because they can get into trouble for it. Yeah, the poster for it is a bit.
Oh God. Be a billion dead cops protest. 8 cab doing oink oink. Oh man.
I don't go quite that far.
May 15th is Officer Memorial Day. Celebrate how many oh, man. 5 p.m. till 8. I do not like that.
Yeah. That's what got posted.
Here, bring it further.
Hang on.
Yeah.
I always do this before I come out here anyway.
Oh, wait. That's the poster. Okay.
Not sure you're going to cover that one?
I'll be down here, but I won't be in support of it.
I don't know if I fully support. I mean, some of what's on that poster I don't support because the notion of I don't want to see anybody dead. Hell, for selfish reasons, I even want Donald Trump to stay alive long enough for us to convict him of treason and, you know,
yeah,
do what happens when you get convicted of treason, according to him.
I mean,
I'm big on the fair trial, but, you know, once that's happened, you know.
I mean, I've filmed a lot of stuff I don't agree with down here, and you know, the fact of the matter is I want to document what's going on down here, right or wrong, so people can look back and, you know, and know everything that happened down here. So if I don't show up because it, you know, it's something that doesn't sit well with me. I feel like I'm censoring in a way, or
If
I
you
don't
feel
know.
like you need to for something like this, go ahead.
At the same time, it's
Because this sounds like maybe. Well,
I mean, my thought with what I film has always been kind of like, if you were looking back on this 10 or 20 years from now and you wanted to take my footage to get an understanding of everything that happened down there, like, what would be the important thing for me to film at any moment? I'm never going to get that right, but not filming something, I don't know. At the same time, like, that just, the whole concept of it just kind of turns my stomach.
well, I mean, I suppose I could trade tomorrow for. No, I can't. Katie will be mad at me if I do that. Normally we go out for my birthday, but that's.
Yeah, you gotta do your birthday.
I just bought a shelter, a $70 fan, $110 shelter, a $70 fan, $150 on a new respirator, and that was.
That shelter will be worth it, though.
Well, it will, because it'll allow me to be out here at all.
So how much sand do you need for it? Like
I
a
don't know, I won't be here
5
till tomorrow, but
like
I
a
think
5-gallon bucket worth, or?
less than that probably.
So Bree doesn't have her car right now. It's in the shop, but when Bree gets her car back, she could probably bring a bucket of sand back from the river.
Oh, well, I would appreciate it. I mean, I figured this doesn't have to be fancy sand. It could be play sand. It could be. I mean, I actually have a couple of sandbags that came with a screen, a green screen that I bought some years ago, and I filled up one of them with vase filler rocks.
Yeah, just anything heavy.
Anything heavy.
I
just
mean,
I don't have enough for 4 of them.
the rocks from the railroad tracks.
I thought about that, but then I'm probably going to need to think about 2 more, because I think the way this thing wants to hold itself up is it's got 2 guy wires that are supposed to go to stakes. Well, that ain't gonna happen.
Huh, yeah.
But I figure you can do the same thing with just 2 more sandbags.
Yeah.
And maybe you don't need one at every corner. I mean, if the thing moves and shifts a little bit,
And it's not typically super windy in the summer in Portland.
no.
It's always a little breezier here because the river, but not like windy.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I thought before I might, stop by and wave hello at people on my way back from Old Spaghetti Factory or something. That's usually where we go on my birthday. But
May 18th, I'm going somewhere and gonna invite whoever wants to show up. Probably somewhere cheap with beer, but I haven't figured out just where yet.
yeah, you said somewhere on the east side.
Probably
North.
somewhere, like, I was thinking maybe like Maui's on like Williams and Fremont as a contender. I want to go somewhere like inexpensive,
Yeah.
inexpensive, casual, and they have a big back patio where people can hang out.
That sounds like a great way to spend the day.
Yeah.
And
or a
it's not
couple hours.
It's not a day you film, so.
Yeah, my birthday is on Tuesday, so I figured Monday's the closest day I normally take off.
Yeah, but you've been taking Monday and Tuesday lately because there's just not much out here. As I'm less interested in necessarily trying to preserve the history, I'm pushing back on Fox News bullshit.
Oh, what about Fox News?
Oh,
Like Fox Local or Fox National?
National.
Okay. When I hear Fox News, I think of like the Channel 12 6 o'clock news
Oh,
still.
no. The last time I had a TV, I turned on Fox News, or Fox 12.
Yeah.
And they had ABC News for their national news coverage. The local Fox affiliate was not using the Fox National News as their
Interesting.
news source. I think they have more recently, but
So I haven't watched local TV in years and years, but there was a point where Fox 12 local news was, I don't want to say more progressive, less conservative locally than some of the other news channels.
yeah. Maybe with the exception of Channel 8. Because Channel 8 was always pretty progressive.
Yeah. 2 and 6 were Sinclair for a long time. I don't think they're Sinclair anymore though. They're or 6
2 still is.
2 might still be, and 6 no, I can't look it up. Everything got logged out on this phone because I had to sign the forms because Coin6 used my footage from the Kash Patel protest thing, and it said what, because I had to sign it away to their entire thing. It said who their owners were.
I hope they gave you some compensation for that.
No, I never do. They credited me. So
they did that at least.
Channel 6, I wanted my credit over the actual video and not on the side, which they didn't do, but they credited me larger than normal with a colored background. But they ran my credit through the entire news piece, not just the couple of seconds of footage of mine. So it was like up over like stock footage of Kash Patel, like in a courtroom and all this stuff. Even when the newscaster was up, it was still up in the corner. I'm like,
so they had a graphics error, and
yeah,
it was a graphics error in your favor.
Yeah, so the link to my channel was up for like 90 seconds, which they will not credit you on any of the channels unless you ask for credit. I've noticed.
Yep.
So if they ever want something from your work, they probably won't even mention it and just be like, I'll do it with credit. And then they have no problem doing it. But normally, which I guess, if it's just Jim from the corner store or whatever, he may not necessarily want his name, in the news piece, but
I mean, you kind of, it's not a very good business, but technically you kind of run a business out here.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't make any money doing this.
Yeah, it helps people find me though,
Sure.
I don't know, how much in actuality, and it adds, a little bit of an air of legitimacy if I, show up regularly on the news.
Yeah. And I mean, I would totally give, I'm seriously reconsidering because I grumbled about something last week, and you recall it, I'm sure. And I was thinking about, wait a minute, I allow the chuds to restream me, and they do.
Yeah.
As long as they give credit, and they don't always. I need to go on a nice spree of copyright striking some assholes who desperately deserve it.
If they don't credit you, especially.
Well, all they have to do is give credit, and they have a license. It's in every single one of my videos. You've got a license to restream this if you give credit. I even tell them how to do it to make sure that they're more than...
Yeah. But yeah, a lot of them just don't give a
Yeah, they don't care. They don't care.
rat's ass.
But if
The ones that really got me mad is when they intentionally miscredit you. You know, like they would do that for me and, you know, come up with some clever name or something.
In Europe, there is a thing called moral rights, and we do not even have that concept in the U.S. Moral rights are the idea that you may not own the copyright to something, but if it's your creation, you still have the right to credit for your creation. I'm not the biggest fan of copyright. I mean, it's kind of a means to an end on some level. I'm, you know, Linux source, open source, yada yada. But moral rights are important to me. Those are a thing that should exist and should be respected. I mean, anybody can use, you know, stuff painted by Michelangelo or any of the Renaissance artists, and do. But in Europe, you can't misrepresent that, even if you've changed it as yours, because it's not. It was painted by them.
Yeah.
You can say that, you know, that this thing was painted by them, and, you know, we have made changes to it.
Based on this, yeah. So Charles Smith says, why do you need to give credit? So that's the thing, like, I own this video that I'm creating. I created it, I owned it. Taco creates his videos, he owns it. Taco gets to say, you can use it if you credit me, you can use it if you pay me. It's his work, he's allowed to do what he wants with it. You can't just take that work and use it for yourself, especially to make to profit off it.
And that's the thing.
There is fair use.
Here I am, kind of like, I don't get to go out and celebrate my own damn birthday, because my channel is not monetized, and I have received $125 now in contributions for the entire life of my channel, which has been here for longer than Nathan's channel. Actually, I think your channel has existed longer, but I've been down here longer. Not consistently, and not all of my early attempts at making videos actually made it to YouTube because I didn't know what I was doing. But $120, $125 for 6-7 months of work because I don't monetize my stuff.
Yeah.
And because I don't have a big enough channel, I can't monetize my stuff. Every single motherfucker who restreams my stuff gets hundreds or thousands of dollars a month in super chats. Those guys are paying their fucking rent
off your work.
Super chats for my videos. And if they weren't allowed to do that, if they weren't stealing from me, and if they're not putting my name on the video, that's what they're doing, maybe I would be able to celebrate my birthday. I mean, I'm not the best videographer in the world. I'm the world's worst protest videographer ever. The best worst protest videographer ever. But the fact is, if I were out here just trying to make money, I could have. I could have taken out a small business loan, bought some better gear than I've got, and I could have just, right back in November or even in October, I could have been out here every night with a crystal clear live stream video with an editor hired to make clips that I still don't make of shit I want to clip.
I need to make clip. That's the hardest thing for me. Like, I'm out here.
I know times, and I still don't go back and do it. I'd have, you know, raw footage, which I don't because I'm streaming straight to the internet.
Yeah.
I'd have raw footage to make a good quality clip from, and the clips would be even higher quality. And yeah, I'd be doing all of that if I were looking to make money off of my stuff. But instead of my channel being able to get the organic growth it could get, people looking for my streams find people who are using my videos and don't give me credit. That's not okay. So yes, I will save up a week or two batch of them, and I will strike. I will do the whole thing in a couple of weeks batches because they can't fucking stop misappropriating my videos without giving me credit. That is all I have asked is credit.
So
Is that so hard?
Most of the time, one strike will get them a 7-day suspension, and one 7-day, yeah, one 7-day suspension
gets them terminated.
Gets them terminated, yeah.
And then when I do it again, because they will be back within 24 hours, not only will I be striking, but I will strike with this user whose previous account was this URL was terminated for stealing my content and is still doing it. That gets them gone immediately.
Again, yeah.
And again, all it takes for them to not have that happen, unless I change my license terms, is to give me some credit. And I'm considering changing those terms because too many of them don't. Because if I don't enforce it, then, the threat is meaningless.
Well, and that's the thing, is you have to enforce it. You have to at least enforce it somewhat. Otherwise, it's an empty threat. And I found at least that, if you do one or two even, like just go through the process of doing one or two, all of a sudden people say, oh shit, this guy and this guy can't stream for a week. Like, maybe I'm not going to take that chance on him.
Maybe that's why I shouldn't immediately go for terminate the channel.
I would just do a couple. Because here's the other thing. I think if you claim one person 3 times, I don't think they're going to give them 3 copyright strikes immediately. I think they will probably strike them one time.
People have lost their channels for that.
One after another after another.
If you hit them with, this person has stolen 5 of my videos, their channel's gone. This has happened to large creators.
I mean, restreaming is a dangerous game.
If you hit them with multiple, YouTube will investigate it before they completely just kill it. But I mean, if you've got chapter and verse, they used an hour and a half of my stream, which was 3 hours long. That's not fair use. Oh, they cut the audio. That's transform. No, it isn't.
No.
Oh, they sped it up to 2x speed. That's transform. No, it isn't.
Reversing it's not transformative. Even talking over parts of it isn't really transformative. If you take a 30-second clip
and cite it
and have something valuable to say about it or some criticism of it, that's fair use.
That's absolutely fair use.
If you're using
it to teach about something, like teaching about copyright law, when somebody's saying, I can do this and I can do this, and you can play their whole video if you're actually like, see, this, they're saying that this is something, but the law says, then you're teaching somebody about the law.
But yeah, it has to be, even then, if you did someone's whole video, that would be iffy. Because the entire thing has to be substantially transformative. Is what YouTube goes off of, is their whole thing's substantially transformative.
There's something that I have enjoyed watching, which are anime abridgments. Those are not transformative. I know how much work goes into those, and they're not transformative. If the creators of those things want them gone, they get gone.
Yeah. Anything like that's a dangerous way to build a channel.
the fact is that anime abridgments are actually like those actually do result in the original material getting more play. I mean, maybe not a whole lot more for something like Sword Art Online, which is freaking huge, or Naruto, also freaking huge. Anything Dragon Ball, freaking huge. But no, Team 4 Star's Dragon Ball Z abridgment probably got some people to go back and watch the original anime that they haven't seen since the 90s. Well, there's better Dragon Ball now. Yes, there is. But how many people grew up with the original? And Team 4 Star's abridgment, which is, for those who don't know what that is, it's where you take an anime and make it shorter and funny. There was like 2/3 of the series was running gag was Gohan asking the question, little toddler Gohan, do I need an adult? And the person would respond, I am an adult.
Did you see my thumbnail?
Oh, yes, I did see that. Freaking disturbing.
I made one that was really bad. That's the one I put on Discord. This one's better. But I had fun with that today. Okay, we put our goal up. We've got $1.49, and did we get any donations on the other side? We did not. Let me make sure I didn't get any Cash App or anything. Does not look like I did. So the goal is always $30 minus whatever was donated earlier in the day. So we are at $38.50 for the goal. Not $38.50, $28.50. But I mean, if I made $38.50, I wouldn't.
Inflation, damn it!
Right? Cost of living.
Yeah, well, I may set my goal for $60 for the next several days. I'm not gonna get it, but
You should set some kind of goal, even if it's a modest goal. I did way better once I came up with, like, it cost me about this much, like, this is what I want to hit. And some days I go over, a lot of days
you get
a little shy of it, or I get nothing, but it averages out,
Yeah, but the
a little above.
Would be setting it in this case is because I'd actually like to, on Thursday, go to the spaghetti factory.
Yeah, see that, I bet you would have some people that would be happy to support you on that, and like,
we'll see.
I
I think I am gonna come out tomorrow. I mean, because even if I were to skip tomorrow, I would be not streaming next Thursday. I mean, I probably could have tonight, but I'm not going to stream next Thursday.
I think
regardless of what happens.
Goal-wise for you, what would be a really good thing is just like pick a piece of equipment that could really help you, like a hotspot or whatever, and be like, hey, it costs X amount, like, let's over time work towards that, and then track that,
Yeah.
like that's a really good way to do it. And then people will be like, okay, like this thing's gonna help the stream, and I can put $5 towards it or whatever.
Well, and I mean, a bunch of people have, contributed 5, 10, 40, and I really appreciate it. And they're my, they're my regulars.
Do you have an Amazon wish list?
I do, but I'm like buying the stuff that's on it.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I put something up there and then I buy it for myself a week later.
I put that shelter on it, and it's like, I can't wait. I can't wait, $5, $10. If it were 80 degrees out here again, I would need it this weekend.
Do you have Nightbot on your stream?
I don't.
So it took me a really long time to get that, and I was shocked at how simple it was to set up when I finally did it. But that is, like, you don't have to put it, like, I actually need to dial it way back because I have those things that go in with, like, Cash App and stuff, but you can set it up just when you hit the exclamation point, and then you can have, like, your Cash App and your Amazon, and then
Usually,
if people want,
Chris
they can...
and Kate are pretty good at posting that. Usually
Okay.
Chris. In fact, they post it more than I would be expecting it to be posted, honestly. I can never tell if they're waving back, but, I mean...
Got a nod.
They're not supposed to honk at us.
Which makes it all the more special when they do.
Yeah.
Speaking of honks, oh, got the peace symbol from him.
Piece of what?
Piece of whatever's between his fingers.
No, normally, I mean, I tell people I don't need to, like, I don't need to have, a bunch raised to, like, run my stream. Ooh, here's
Yeah.
one.
But the truth is if you got a little bit more, you'd be able to upgrade your equipment. Yeah!
Yeah. That's my 35.
Woo! You know, if you did get a few more donations, you would be able to upgrade your stream, and then your viewers would have a better viewing experience, you know?
Yeah, I mean, tonight your stream looks like shit because it's cloudy and,
It's
anytime
these,
it
it's
is.
this fucker overheating. That's why I pulled these out.
No, it happens anytime it's gonna rain.
Oh, really?
It's because you have clouds interfere with the radio signal.
It's actually looking decent right now,
It
but
was kind of stuttery earlier.
it was awful earlier. I had to restart it a bunch, or restart the hotspots.
But when it's cloudy, it's not the best, and when it rains, it goes awful.
So it's
you can get
doubly
some-
bad because when it's gonna rain, I don't have my mesh thing that cools it. I end up putting it in a bag where they overheat, so I'm like doubly.
Well, that's why I was suggesting, kind of a chimney sort of thing.
Even like a loose fitting rain cover over the mesh pack with maybe like something to elevate it a little bit, so there's still airflow. Like, I could probably come up with something like that and just some 3D printed spacers.
Yeah. Well, what I was suggesting was literally, something I would make out of corrugated plastic, probably.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like a 5-gallon bucket, with...
5-gallon bucket would do it. I don't know if I'd want to carry a 5-gallon bucket. I was thinking of something about, yay big. But what I was thinking is something that if you had a, bit bigger tripod, you could put it on a tripod next to you. And that way, if you needed to grab them both.
Yeah. Man, this tripod's going. What happens is they get sticky at the bottom and get almost impossible to open and close.
Yep.
I need to see if I can find a different... I've really liked this one, but this is like the 5th one since October, and it would be kind of nice to find something that lasts a little longer.
So the slider doesn't want to slide anymore?
Yeah, and I lubricate it with 3-in-1 oil, every month or two. I think when the weather gets better and I'm not subjecting it to rain constantly, it'll probably get better.
Maybe you want to think about it less like a just an oil and more like a cleaner.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. And this one's good still, but if I let them go too long, these poles start sagging a little bit.
Dust and the top for my wagon, anytime it just blows over into the grit and it comes away and it's just coated in dust. And it doesn't just want to rinse off either. I'm actually considering spending some money on some branding.
Like what kind of branding?
Replacing that little fabric top that I have over the wagon to, keep them from just getting completely waterlogged when it rains. With a little coroplast roof over the top of it, and
I have
painted in some Taco Bell colors.
I have a Cricut vinyl cutting machine and a bunch of vinyl. I could cut you up like some little pretend have another taco. I'll put some pretend media logos on there for you, Taco. I could print up some little have another taco text things for you.
That'd be cool.
That would be fun.
Yeah, I was thinking, probably just I don't know if you can paint. You can't really paint it with you could. You'd have to put a primer coat of something like a polyurethane that would stick to the coroplast, because not much does. But
coroplast is like that. The stuff they do political signs.
Yeah.
I wanted to get a sheet of that and play around with making a fairing for my e-bike to cut through the wind.
You can get a sheet that's big enough to probably do that for probably a 30 by 36 inch piece is $13 at Lowe's.
Yeah, that's...
And a big old sheet.
For an experiment,
a big old sheet is more than that. But, a big old sheet is, still $30 for a big sheet of it. Which is what they cut down to make 3 of the smaller sheets for about $3 more than you would pay for that much of the original sheet. So I was considering either getting one of the big sheets, if I can get somebody to pick it up for me, or 2 of the smaller sheets, because I think I can do it for 2 of the smaller sheets.
I could grab those. I could throw them in the back of the van.
Kind of score and bend the one sheet to kind of make a roof, and then cut strips from the 2 sides of the other sheet to make sides for the long edges, and then cut, little house shapes to make the ends. And I'd have to use something like a construction adhesive to glue it together to make a waterproof.
That would be a pretty simple project, though.
It would, and then just cover it with something that'll stick to it, whatever that is, and then paint it in basically old Taco Bell colors, and then print out a Clippy and a taco and some letters.
What's up, Blaze?
I won't be here tomorrow because I got another. I think I mentioned before I tried to do some other event at Friday nights, but
well, you know about the big thing tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the We Hate Cops night.
Yeah, so Fridays I try to do something else to get more networking, I guess. So
Fair.
I'm trying to keep consistent with that.
Fair.
I'm out here, man. But
there's gonna be a ton of people out here.
Saturday and Sunday, there's another protest we're going to try to go to again.
What's happening Saturday and Sunday?
I'll let you know on Discord, but there's some protests.
Fair.
I'd let you know about them, Brandon.
We don't want to
Can't
let some of
remember.
them know.
Oh, it's fine. They already know.
Oh.
Yeah. Otherwise, I wouldn't really say it right now. I would just message on Discord.
I think you let me know, but I'm not remembering off the top of my head right now.
Yeah, there was both them were over there on Sunday. But yeah, it's always some good fun. But and then I don't think I'm gonna make a flyer or anything because fuck that shit, honestly. But it sounds like a lot of people are interested in 23rd having an event, so
That'll be cool.
yeah, I'm gonna have buy some flags. I'm actually looking for a local supplier that if there's any like company, I don't know if anyone in chat knows, but
For just pride flags?
pride flags, two-spirit flags, and I might just keep it to those two. I just because for me, I mean, I might buy some trans flags and stuff, but I was thinking about buying like flags for like a lot of the, you know, if not all of the identities, but that's like a lot of flags, and I want to kind of like give them to people. You know?
So, local company with pride flags and two-spirit flags you're looking for?
Primarily, yeah.
Okay. If anyone in chat knows local to Portland place that sells pride flags and two-spirit flags, let me
Portland
know.
area as well. Like, it doesn't have to be in Portland.
Yeah, like PDX area. You can let me know on Discord or info@pretendmedia.live, and maybe we can send our business there.
Yeah. And
Pretty
so-
cool if they wanted to sponsor it.
Maybe. I mean, like, I'll be honest, like, I'm not looking to make it like some big event. I'm more
Yeah.
like for the people that are down here. Like, obviously, anyone's welcome to join, but like, I'm not gonna go and like advertise it for the like whole city. Besides, just like I already made a post on Instagram that a lot of people have shared, which is awesome. But
I guess by sponsor I just meant give us some free flags, but
If
Well, I mean,
flags are what they do, and you know, for this sort of event is what they do them for, I would personally rather give
Support
them
that.
money because that helps them do it.
yeah, and I wanna.
I mean, I'm the one talking. I don't have any right now.
I want to be able to give some out to people that
They sucks.
identify that way
Yeah.
as well. And yeah, I feel like I need to make this kind of like announcement. Like, ICE is ICE. Remember that? I've had like 2 people on my Instagram being like, "Oh, it's unsafe and shit down there," and it's like, well, yeah, ICE is ICE. It's still ICE. So people that come down, like, know your environment.
Yeah.
They'll probably, like, I know chuds are watching, so there'll probably be chuds that show up, but like, whatever, you know.
They show up. They don't show up.
Well, I mean, they can, you know, they've been to more gay events than I have. And stuff, so.
oh, they're coming out.
The Chuds have been to more gay events than Rex would have. That's awesome. I mean, I guess we know why, don't we?
That's an actual ICE police vehicle. Oh, man, it just does not pick up plates after it starts to get dark. That's unfortunate.
ICE police is a thing that doesn't exist.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Official. What are they? Homeland Security? It says police on the side. Is it Homeland Security Police or?
They are under Department of Homeland Security, but they are not police. They are federal agents, but they are not police. They have no police authority whatsoever. Literally, if they arrest somebody if an ICE agent arrests somebody for something that isn't immigration, they are making a citizen's arrest. Now they can immediately hand you over to, the Federal Protective Service or something. And I suppose there could be some people who've got.
Well, that could have been like a Federal Protective Service police car. I didn't look at the side. It said police on the side. Maybe it wasn't a strictly ICE vehicle. I don't know. Or maybe they just, say police when they shouldn't.
Well, that's the thing they do, which muddies the waters. And Federal Protective Service only has police authority when in a federal property. So why are they driving around vehicles that say police?
Because they think they can.
Well, and because even in the most supposedly progressive of places, nobody's really called them on it. Oh, if we do that, then they're gonna
get mad.
In a constitutional crisis, and with Trump having the courts are just gonna say it's legal, and then we've established this national precedent that we don't want. Oh, get the fuck out of here with that. If we don't do anything and allow it to happen, the precedent has been established anyway. And if the federal courts establish it as a precedent, then what we have is a situation where we have exposed judges who have violated their oath of office. Seems like we need to start removing them.
Would be nice.
Oh, I have topic nights when I come out here and there's nobody here.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
On Monday, the topic was a fun one. Changing Virginia's Supreme Court to have a maximum age, a maximum retirement age.
Is that something they're trying to do?
That's something that they were talking about doing. We'll see if they actually do it. I mean, one of the people who's affected by it is Hakeem Jeffries. But on the other hand, we're talking about, the Democrat Party. They were talking about it. We'll see if they actually have the guts. If they change the retirement age to 54, which is lower than it should be, they could flush all the Republicans who decided that Virginia is not allowed to gerrymander, but Florida is, from the bench. Now, technically, they didn't actually decide anything for Florida, but come on. They know what the fuck is happening. They're just like, I get to make the decision for this state, and this is Democrats doing it, so I vote no. What are you going to do about it? Force you to retire because you're 54.
And I take it it's lifetime appointments now?
It's not lifetime, but it's the state Supreme Court. It's not lifetime. It's an elected position. But you could put a
max.
You could put a maximum age on it. And if you did...
Oh, so that... Okay.
Now, the age limit should probably be 65. But if you put 54 on it, and, somebody said, well, I mean, I suppose we could make it 54 now and then change it to 65 later. Would changing it to 65 now be enough to do what we need to do? I'm like, screw them. Change it to 54, do what needs to be done to get those assholes out of there, and then change it to 65 in a couple of years. Well, that makes it obvious what you're trying... Yes! Well, they're just going to do the same thing if they get into power. They're going to do it anyway. It now exists in people's minds. Republicans have done every little thing that they possibly can. If the idea has crossed somebody's mind, they're doing it. And have been doing it for a long ass time. I didn't know half the shit they have already done, and I was a Republican. I didn't know they were doing this shit when I was a Republican. I would have objected if I did.
Unfortunately, that's how they are so effective.
The propaganda is thick and fierce. Oh, but you know,
It's having other tacos talking.
but you know, we can do that with the federal Supreme Court. Yes, we can. But that's a lifetime appointment. That's a lifetime appointment to be a federal judge. You're nominated to the Supreme Court. But see, the thing with that is, you could set the retirement age at which point they have to move to a district court. Or district. District court. Federal district court. So, they would have to move to the 9th or the 5th or the 3rd or somewhere if they were over the age. We could do that federally, which means we could get rid of trivially 4 of Trump's 6. That's a thing that can be done legally.
Why not just not make it not a lifetime appointment at that point?
Too hard to change the laws. I mean, it's a possibility. Maybe we should look at that. But it's too hard to make that change in the short term. And if you tried to change it, those judges would be like, we're voting that it's unconstitutional to change the Constitution. We're voting that you have not established what you need to do to change the Constitution to remove us from power. So don't change the Constitution. Change the laws that you can change. Absolutely. I am 100% of the opinion that the Republican Party is no longer a legitimate political entity in a democratic republic. They just aren't. And if they aren't, we need to do whatever we can to remove them, the same way that Hungary did. And I'm so sure of that now, because I keep saying that this is dangerous if we do this, because anytime you got one party, it's dangerous. But if you do it this way, Katie's gonna be like, I thought you were going for a walk. Yeah, I'm doing
ICE will suck you in.
Yeah. But for all that, if we don't do what Hungary did to remove Orban's party, I was a Republican, and I did not know half the shit that my own party had pulled.
Hold on 1 second. Hey guys, we are just under 3 minutes left in the goal, and we are still 2850 away. If you guys, if we want to keep going, if we don't hit the goal, I'm okay with that, but 150, $1.50 is, I just can't justify going till 10 o'clock with that.
Oh, I've been going till midnight, baby. Damn near.
Has it gotten interesting down here later?
They're making shift change happen later and later.
Nance, thank you for the $2. Nance says, I miss the music. Keep on, Nate. So, I still have the Bluetooth speaker, but in order for me to do this 2 streams, it takes all 3 of my phones. If I find a way, either like another really, really cheap phone that I can play the music with, or something else to, yeah, like just a crappy used phone or something else to play the music with, I'd be happy to start the music back up.
So the reason why I can't just do that myself, because that seems like a really good idea, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The reason why I can't do that myself, in which pocket did I put my phone? Having to wait for everything to take its sweet ass time. Okay, so that's what it looks like for me when I'm in vertical. When I'm in horizontal, it's covering half the screen.
Oh, yeah.
And it's still, I'm getting to see that much of the chat at a time.
We're seeing infinite screens.
There we go.
Yeah, see, I need it about that size for when I'm riding my bike. I tried upping the font and then it was too big. I need to play around and dial it into the right size.
Yeah, because there's 2 font size settings.
Yeah.
And this is, yeah, I took a picture of what it's like when it's a little smaller, but it's still, I mean, you've seen what it looks like horizontal. But yeah, this is one message sometimes doesn't fit on the screen, and then it flickers. Because it keeps like, trying to put the whole message on the screen, it can't. So, this gets a little easier if I remove the pinned message, which you cannot do if the pinned message was put there by you. But yeah, that's so little chat that, you know. So I really need a bigger screen device. And I would basically continue using this as my camera and use the other device set up as the thing to follow chat. And if I could get somebody to make or show me a custom app that just shows a YouTube chat without the video at all. I'm sure that must exist somewhere.
Speechchat.com.
Okay.
Is a text-to-speech, but you can mute the text-to-speech and then it's just your chat on a black screen.
Okay.
And you can zoom it in and out.
Kind of the reason why I haven't set up Nightbot is I don't want to have
a
whole bunch of cloud-based crap.
Oh, I thought you were just going to say a bunch of extra text popping up on the screen.
Oh, no, I just don't want a bunch of cloud stuff messing with. I don't want to tie my channel to a bunch of services that I'm dependent on
Yeah.
and that want money out of me eventually. Because like I used to have Discord Nitro, and when they started pushing that age verification, I'm like, nope, no more Nitro until you give up on that shit full time, forever. You're done with that. Because what they're trying to do with that is they're trying to shift the responsibility, because they know when kids are being targeted.
Who's restreaming me, Bubby? Oh, someone says they're restreaming me. Or someone says someone's restreaming me. I do not like that.
But if Discord knows that children are being targeted, why aren't they doing anything? Because they're making money off of it. They're making money off of the channels that get boosted so that they can... Are they literally allowing children to be exposed to that to make a few bucks off of boosts? Yeah. Yeah, they are. The guy who owns, or the guy who operates the Roblox company wants Roblox to have adult content in Roblox.
That's weird. Crash D, welcome to the Pretenders. Thank you very, very much. Awesome, we have a new member.
So the way the reason why they all push for this age verification is because then they can say, hey, as far as we knew, those kids were 18. And they're not responsible for it. And in fact, suddenly now the operating system vendors are responsible for it. So they want to shift responsibility from them where the abuse is happening and they know it's happening, to the operating system vendor, which could be, a Linux distribution or something, who's now legally on the hook for attesting this user is 18 or over. Like legally, you can go, you can be prosecuted for saying someone is 18 when they're not. Well, that makes a bunch of non-commercial Linux distributions very dangerous to operate. And these age verifications are so easy to defeat. But like, you've literally got these companies that have all this data collection. They know when their users are under 18. Hell, they know when their users are under 13. Ask Google. Google has already been exposed as having internal documentation that kids, and they're not allowed to collect data on anybody under the age of 13. They have data they have collected on people who say they're above 13, but that they know aren't, including that they're under 13.
Nice one, Matt. Matt says like and subscribe. It makes Cash Patel's eyes cross. Ah, yes. It's one of my better thumbnails. Hey, if you guys got in late, I would love if you hit the like button. It really helps the stream out. We had 94 likes on the primary stream and 49 on the backup stream. Thank you guys that have already hit the like button.
I need to be walking. Or
okay.
Sitting. The standing isn't working. So I only want to say good night to those guys over there.
Have a good night, Taco. Did Tommy just come in for a second and leave? Bored now? I'm probably gonna wrap up the stream here in a second. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep doing streams on the weeknights, Tuesday through Thursday. We hit our goal yesterday. Wait, did we hit? Yeah, we hit our goal yesterday. We didn't hit it Tuesday, we didn't hit it today, and I think we only hit our goal 2 out of the 3 days or 1 out of the 3 days this weekend. But if I'm only hitting my goal like 1 in 3 days on the weekdays, I probably won't be able to keep streaming on those days, or I may just have to wait until I can ride my bike again then, because I won't have to cover gas then, so it won't cost me as much to come down. But nights like tonight, if I only make like $2 or $3 or $3.50, I can't eat that loss and what it costs me to make the stream. Even if I do make my goal and a little extra on some nights, it just doesn't make up for it. So we'll keep going for a little bit, but if it keeps going like this, we may just have to go down to like Friday, Saturday, Sunday for a while. And then if things pick up, or if I can start riding my bike or something, and it looks like I'll be able to cover my expenses again, we'll go back up to 6 days a week. Oh, well, thank you for the floating heart, Crystal. Ooh, that thing's kind of sick. Hey, have a good night back, Wano. Kamalapati, I don't know if tomorrow would be a good day for you to do that, but it's up to you. Another May birthday. There's a lot of people have May birthdays. The 18th, Kamalapati, I think. The 18th is a Monday, which I normally take off. So, yeah, I mean, everyone's welcome if you want to show up. I haven't decided the place or not, but or haven't decided the place yet, but on the Monday the 18th somewhere, we'll be having drinks. I will also just be down here Tuesday on my birthday, most likely. Okay, we did have a couple of donations, so let me thank those people. We had Pat Anchorage is a prison with $1.49 and Nance Drew with $2. Thank you guys both very much. And Crash D became a pretender, became a member. Thank you, Crash D. Welcome to the Pretenders. That is awesome. If you can't support the stream financially, that's totally okay. Thumbs up and subscribing massively help out the stream as well. If you do want to donate, I have a Patreon. That's patreon.com/pretendmedia. If you can afford to support me long term, it starts at $5 a month. I also have a Cash App and a Venmo. Oh shit, let me double check Cash App and Venmo and make sure I didn't get any donations. Just in case I didn't check that out. I don't see any. I have a Cash App and a Venmo. They're both Pretend Media, all one word. I also have an Amazon wish list if you want to support me like directly with products. You can always find that either in my description or in chat while I'm going. It's !Amazon, and that link will come up. I think that's it. I'll be back down here tomorrow night. I hope you guys have a good night, and I'll see you then. And then we'll have to see. This may be the last weekday stream for a while. I'm not sure.